Alright guys, good morning from Singapore. As you can see, we have lovely weather. It's a rainy day. It's June 1st. It is start of monsoon season here. They get 2 monsoon seasons here in Singapore, and we're here for one of them. So today's my only full day here, so we're gonna still take advantage of it. My camera is pretty water resistant, I think, and I'm pretty water resistant, so we'll have a good time. The goal today is kind of check out the area first. Where I'm at, my hotel is like the Arab street, kind of everything kind of revolves around that vibe. There's a little India and a Chinatown, so we're gonna try to hit up those 3 spots today. Look at cool shops, see the vibe, see the architecture, what makes them different, what makes them unique, find some good food. That is kind of a big thing here in Singapore, is all the cultures are kind of mixed. So yeah, let's just get right to it. I'm gonna go this way and then kind of head that way. Didn't see my hands, that would help. It's a cool looking mosque over there. I think it's a good way to start the day. So if you see me taking random cuts or pauses, it's because I'm trying to navigate the rain. Fortunately, the city is kind of built with these awnings you can kind of walk under, so you are a little more dry as you go. So yeah, I actually saw kind of a funny thing online, because yesterday I got so sweaty. My shirt was completely drenched, very humid country, and today I'm probably gonna get wet from the rain. And I saw a saying online that was like, by the rain or by the sweat, either way you'll get wet. And that might be the title of today's video, actually. So yeah, Singapore's been pretty cool. Like I said in yesterday's video, you kind of want to taper your expectations here. If you have the budget, you're going to be spending a lot here. If you're on a budget, you're going to be doing a little bit less to save the money. Ooh, those look pretty good. Nice. So Arabic, Middle Eastern food, you probably hear me say this every other video, is my favorite type of food. Some of the most interesting culture to me. I did do a little research on Singapore, stuff that I thought was interesting. So they speak 4 main languages here: Mandarin, Tamil, Malay, and English. And they have something called Singlish, which is kind of a mixture of those. Kind of interesting. And I notice wherever I go, English has been spoken here. It's written on everything. And then religion-wise, country's mostly Buddhist, then Christian, then Muslim, and then Hindu. Pretty cool. So yeah, it's a big cultural melting pot, which is pretty interesting. Ooh, here we go. So this is the mosque. Oh, big raindrops on my camera. Look at that. Pretty cool. So yeah, I guess either it's because of the rain or because maybe it's still a little bit too early. I thought maybe by 10 a.m. things would be waking up in the city. You know, maybe we'll come back here. Well, we'll have to come back here. My room's over here. So out of the 3 stops, you got half of a stop done. Rainy Arab area. So yeah, the more I look into Singapore, more research I've done, it would be cool to actually spend more time here, see a lot more of it. So take my opinions on the whole country for what it's worth, because I'm not spending a full experience here. I think there's a lot more to be seen. This is my second like little, I don't know, micro country or whatever you'd want to call it on this trip. I did San Marino, which was like a little country in Italy, and that was pretty cool. But I actually think this might be cooler than San Marino. No, it for sure is. I mean, San Marino was sick. If you're from San Marino and you're watching this, I had a great time there. Really cool spot. But yeah, Singapore is pretty cool. Yeah, you know, maybe a week would probably be perfect here. I don't think I could stay a week in that little space pod though. So that's the view. We got a little thunder. I have a feeling we're going to be dealing with this weather most of the day, but that's not going to stop us from having a good time. So I'm going to put the camera away for a bit, keep it dry, figure out my next game plan. Little India is not too far from here, and we'll kind of see what I'm going to do from there. Like I said, Little India, Chinatown, we'll just come back here later. So see you guys. Okay everyone, so I did make a quick pit stop back here since we had some time to kill at this pastry shop here. That's the name of it, Conditon? It's kind of hard to tell with that cursive. But I got a little snack for us here. I figured why not have something to eat while we got a little time to waste. Find a table that isn't all wet. Cool. Perfect. There we got good lighting. So this little breakfast was 14 Singapore dollars. So it's like 10, 11 US. So it is what it is. I decided, screw it. When in Rome, spend some money, get some snacks. Also, that place Certain Point, see my Ghost shirt, one of my favorite bands. The guy who's working there knew Ghost, so that's pretty sick. So let's check out what we have here. Got two things. I did a sweet and a savory. You guys are my justification to be unhealthy here. This is a hazelnut muffin type of thing. And let's see, is that a good camera angle for you? Cool. And then this thing I was pretty excited about. This is actually what made me stop in. It's like a bacon spinach quiche. So I love savory more than I do sweets, but I'm vibing something sweet this morning. So, not bad. Let's do the quiche first. Let's check it out. I love bacon, I love spinach, I love eggs, quiche. So this was a win for me. Let's see here. Oh yeah. This is phenomenal. Great breakfast already. First bite, I'm in love. I love quiche. So I love eggs. I saw a restaurant called, I don't know what it was yesterday, called Egg Slut. And maybe that describes me. That was great. Super good. Now let's try this. So they have like a chocolate, a mixed berry or raspberry, and a straight up peanut butter one. It was hard to decide. I went with the hazelnut. And then it was that, or there was like a red velvet croissant. And that looked pretty good. I like red velvet, but it was a couple bucks more. So I'd be a little bit of a cheapskate here since I was buying two things. So let's see here. Just break it open. Oh, it's got a lot of goop on the inside. I'll show you guys. Cool. Hazelnut goopy. Stuff all over my fingers. Probably no way to eat this gracefully. Oh yeah, this is super rich. Hazelnut sticks to your mouth. I'm gonna end up chugging a bit of water after this for sure. You know, honestly, a coffee would go phenomenal with this. I already had a Red Bull this morning, so don't need more caffeine. But yeah, if you're here, kind of like right on the Arab Street, it's kind of hard to miss this area if you come in this neighborhood. And it's like a little pastry shop. They know what they were doing being open this early for breakfast when no one else was. It's not too sweet, just right sweet. Like I said, I want a coffee so bad right now. Not that I need the caffeine, but oh, a coffee would go perfect with this. And honestly, there's a lot of Turkish places here. Turkish coffee is phenomenal, Middle Eastern coffee, Arab coffee. So I don't know, if I stumble across a place, I might get some still. Okay guys, I lied. So I was talking to the gentleman who worked at the restaurant where I was sitting at. Really cool, nice guy. And I asked, hey, where can I get a Turkish coffee? He said, hey, right across the street. So I was like, let's just go for it. And really excited here. I'm full after that breakfast, but the baklava looked really good. So I was like, I'll get one. The guy recommended it too. And then I got a free Turkish delight with the coffee. So that's exciting. So let's do, it was kind of cool. I'll show the footage on screen. They put like the little cooking pot, they stir it in like sand to get the temperature just right, he was saying. Kind of a neat process. I am a big coffee nerd, whoa. So that was kind of cool to see. So this is kind of an exciting deal for me. I've only had Turkish coffee in the States, which I don't even think is not cooked in sand or anything that exciting, so that'll be cool. So let's do this. Let me check my wallet here too. I didn't even pay attention to how much all this costs. Check my receipt. So $7.20. So this is actually probably a pretty good deal. That's like $5 or $6. I'll put the number on the screen for what we spent on this. So that's not bad in terms of like travel pricing. I kind of decided in there, screw it, we're gonna YOLO it today. We're gonna go all out, we're gonna try stuff. I'm trying to budget how I'm gonna eat. Might not eat at Little India because Chinatown has a big hawker market, and then I'm probably gonna do dinner somewhere over here too. So we'll kind of budget our food. But then I could be lying again, I might get something there as well. So you don't want to hear me talk, let's dig in. Let's take a sip of the coffee first, nice and hot, cute little cup. Oh God, that's delicious. It's hot, whew. But it's bitter. You can add sugar, but I drink my coffee black. Usually he recommended keep it black as well. Oh, this is good. It's strong just off the little sips. I do not need the caffeine. So you can laugh at me and say when I'm bouncing off the walls in this video. Oh wow. And then let's try the baklava first. I've had baklava before. Some decently authentic places back home in the States that have had pretty good baklava. So let's see how this compares. I do like that it's very tiny. It's gooey, it's sticky, it's flaky. Just the right amount of crunch. Oh yeah, so good. Definitely better than what I've had in the States. But the ones that I've had in the States are pretty darn close in quality. So can't really knock those. Have another sip of coffee. Now let's try the Turkish Delight. Now this, I've never had this before. I understand. No, let's just go in blind, we'll see. Very good. So he said it was like a cranberry flavor one, which you can definitely taste. Kind of in like the, kind of like a gummy tube. And there's like some sort of nut in here, maybe pistachio. I could stay in the street all day and eat here all day. So definitely wasn't hungry enough to do that, but it was well worth it. Like I said, we're gonna YOLO it today. This is my only full day here, so why not go all out? At least on food. So I gotta conserve camera battery. So I'm gonna turn this off, finish my coffee, and the screen will be boop, and you'll see me somewhere else. So later, guys. Okay, so you can call me a liar, caught in 4K. Food's just gonna be a major theme of this video, and there's a little Turkish spot here, right over here, that I've walked by a few times so far since yesterday, and it smells so good. I have to stop here, grab a little something to eat, and we'll be up about 5,000 calories by the end of the day, but whatever, we're gonna do a lot of walking. So yeah, let's check this out. Like, I wish you could smell what I'm smelling right now. Just look at how beautiful that is. So I'm not gonna get something huge, so I say, but let's see. I'm gonna check out this beaut here. I did the chicken and beef combo. He added mozzarella cheese. We have all the tomatoes, onions, pickles, lettuce you see over there, and a little sauce. He did do it in a press, like with the wrapper, so it got caught. I don't care, it's still gonna be delicious. Let's dig in. As you can see, I'm at a little tiny table, so I can't film. This and the Coke Zero was 20 bucks, so 15 bucks USD. I'm gonna pause and dig in and be right back with you. Okay guys, so we finished up at Amor Turkish Kebab. Hey, thank you friends, very good, delicious, thank you. And oh my God, that was good. The only problem was I couldn't film while eating that. It was such a mess. He was nice enough to give me a second wrap to wrap my wrap in, and wrapception, and so I could eat it like a, you know, traditional burrito type of deal. Oh, it was so good. Oh, so good. Like, that's one of those meals, the reason you travel, to have food like that. Well worth a couple bucks to get it, or 15 bucks, whatever it was. Oh, I'm so full. It is kind of right by the Arab Street area. You can't miss it. You'll probably smell it before you see it. So good. But yeah, while I was eating, even with the second wrap, it was still kind of falling apart on me. So I couldn't really set it down, get the camera, start talking again. You just had to go all in one all in one stretch. So I think this was our little breakfast brunch start of the day, right? We saw some sweets, breakfast, had coffee, had the wrap, like lunch. Kind of cool, an intro to the morning. You know, I got up early to explore for the day because it's my only day, full day here. And hasn't really livened up yet. And that's okay. So we'll do a part 2 within the same video, not a separate video. And kind of pick up from there when things liven up. I'm headed back to my room to go cool off, relax for a bit. I actually need to charge this camera up. In the hot weather, the battery goes quick. We're already like 30% down on battery. Might as well have a full battery for the rest of the night. Yeah, look at that. There's my Meta Space Pod Hotel. Cute little place. So yeah, stick around, guys. Okay, everyone, welcome back. For you, it's only been a few seconds. For me, it's been a few hours. But we are in Little India. So I rested up, charged my camera, charged my phone, and recharged my own batteries. So let's see what we got going on here. So Little India is a short walk from the Arab Street. Probably if you're staying in that area, you know, easy to get to. Seems like where I'm staying, there's a lot of hotels and hostels. So if you're on a budget, you might end up staying there. Ooh, so a coffee house. That was kind of good. I shouldn't have any more caffeine today, though. Still rainy and dreary, but that's okay. So there's a cool temple over there. It's close for the time being, but we can get some views from the outside. That place smells pretty good. I'm just not really hungry yet. Squeeze through here. So it's not like kind of a crazy, bustling Little India, like say that was in Georgetown, Penang. But it's kind of a cool, just neighborhood vibe. Definitely some cool spots to eat. You're gonna have the photo op here with the temple. So kind of just a vibe neighborhood, which that's all right. It's worth checking out. Not gonna take up much time. And I'm sure there are hidden secrets here that if you had the right info, you'd know the right restaurant to eat and not miss out on. I'm sure a lot of these places are pretty good. Look at that, that's a cool temple. Sri Vira Malakiamman Temple. Probably pronounced that incorrectly. So when I walked by earlier, did a little pass through, the gates were open. I peeked my head in, it was okay. You're not totally missing out here on video, but if you come by when it's open, definitely duck your head in. Beautiful temple. And so otherwise, down that way doesn't look too exciting. That's where we came from. The vegetarian restaurant, it looks like. That's cool. Let's wander this way. Cool flowers and stuff. Stores. So yeah, you know, it's a cool vibe. I imagine this area probably gets a lot of traffic to see that temple. I saw that on a lot of lists online of places to see in this area. But I imagine the rest of this is probably a lot of local Indian, you know, people in the Indian community. It's just a lot of just basic stores. You'd go to get clothing, some stuff. It's not really touristy focused, which is kind of cool. You know, on this channel, I'm not always trying to show you the most clickbaity, exciting, touristy things. You're gonna see that, of course. But I also kind of want to show you the normal areas where everyday folk are hanging out. Very shiny jewelry store. More jewelry. All right, I'm gonna peek my head down this street here. So yeah, it looks like just more stores and businesses. So yeah, definitely more of a community area than it is a tourist area. But I wanted to show it to you guys, and I wanted to see it for myself. A lot of cool clothing. Well, so you got more little side streets, a lot of shops, a lot of jewelry stores, clothing stores. This has taken me, what, all of a few minutes to walk through. Yeah, it's cool, you know. Worth it for that. It's a cool little community area. We'll get to the end here, make sure we're not missing nothing, because I think it does kind of cap out this way. Jewelry, jewelry, jewelry. Guy on a motorcycle. Traffic. Whoa. That guy was going fast. He would have probably stopped. Yeah, so definitely not a touristy focused area. That's a-okay. Like I said, it's kind of cool just to see a community, what it's like for the everyday people in the area. I'm not super hungry right now, so I didn't go hunting down any restaurants. I walked by a few places that looked kind of cool. There's another market. Fruit. Yeah, it's cool, you know? It's a vibe. That's what Gen Z say, right? You could find yourself some cool souvenirs. Cool little statues of Hindu gods. Yeah, I like it. So I think we got the idea. So next, we're gonna head off to Singapore's Chinatown. Ooh, these look cool. Wow, this stuff is sweet. If I had the budget and the means, I'd buy some of this stuff, take it home. I love window shopping, so Chinatown doesn't seem that walkable. Maybe if it was nice weather, sure, but not on a day like today. It's humid, rainy. I bet this place has good food. I see samosas, fried stuff, juice. Cool. But yeah, so Chinatown, sorry, ADHD brain, not a lot of caffeine. Yeah, so we'll take a Grab cab over to Chinatown. It looks like Grab is available here. We'll check that out. And I think at that point I'll be ready to do some chowing down. Ooh, and we are back. So I ended up not taking a cab. It was like 18 bucks Singapore, 14 or 15 bucks US, and I wasn't gonna do that. For like a 33-minute walk. The temperature dropped a little and it got kind of windy. So we got lucky. It was an interesting walk. So now, we made it to Chinatown. So, it's the third country I've done my third Chinatown in. So let's see how it fares. Every single one's been cool so far. So already we got some cool restaurants. So it looks like the MRT, which is the like subway system, that's over there. I heard Sue online that some of the subway tunnels in the country are the deepest in the world or lowest underground. That's kind of interesting. Oh wow, this is cool. Got some durian. You can smell it before you see it. Got fruit. So I'll resist the urge to eat at restaurants here because the hawker center is like a block or two over that way. But I figured I'd stop down this street first because it looks really cool. Oh yeah, what a cool vibe. Is there a good photo op for me? A little thumbnail, let's see. Yeah, we'll see. Cool, cool. Chinatown Heritage Center. And then there's another side street. We'll take that in a second I think that'll actually get us over to the Hawker Center. Cool, guys. Definitely a neat vibe over here. And looks like the street kind of wraps up that way. So we'll turn back around this way. Now the question is, what do we look for to eat at the food center? That was cool to walk over here through the city. It was pretty interesting. And it was a real fancy city area. And there was plants everywhere. Trees integrated with buildings. All sorts of stuff like that. Which the city's known for and intentionally done to make a green environment. I said it in yesterday's video. Singapore kind of reminds me of the Citadel in Mass Effect, if you ever played those video games. More durian. I hear people say durian or durian. I think it's probably a tomato. Dubstep Durian. That's the name of the place. At least that's what I'm calling it. Cool. So let's see. Check Google Maps. Looks like we'll go this way for the food center. Okay. I think we're here. So this looks like this might be some sort of indoor market setup here. So maybe not just food, but shops as well. Might be on a different floor even. So we'll see. We'll find out. We'll find a sign. First story, sundries and stalls. Second story, food center. Basement, more of a market. Sick. Well, let's go on up, guys. We're here for the food. Oh yeah, stalls are coming. Look at that. We are in the spot. And you know, I've heard that this is one of the bigger ones in the Southeast Asia or something like that. And I'm getting some deja vu. Maybe I've seen like a YouTuber like Mark Weems or someone like that come here. So we're gonna do a lap around, see what looks good, and then we'll circle back and settle with eating something from said place. So let's do a tour here. Super Mummy Cafe. Some juice sounds pretty good right now. What do they have? Sugarcane juice, lemon one sounds good. I can't talk right now. Okay. Fried Hokkien noodles. Huh. Guys, this might be challenging to decide what to get. I have a bit of cash left, but it does look like the pricing isn't crazy here, which is pretty good. Pork ribs noodle, that sounds good. Chicken feet noodle, I might pass on that. I tried chicken feet when I lived in Florida once. People down south eat it. Wasn't that in love with it. But respect to people who like it though. Totally cool. Oh wow. Yeah, this is definitely one of the bigger ones I've heard, and makes sense. Desserty stuff. Or breads. Yum. So Thai style Siam. The drink does sound pretty good. Like a juice. Ooh, that looks tasty. Fresh fruits. Gluttonous rice. Yeah. Now we're talking. And it's $2.20. All right. Singapore dollars, of course, which means a little bit cheaper US. Ooh, handmade spring roll, yam roll. Okay, these two stalls. I guess maybe I like westernized Chinese food. I'm used to that mostly. So, fried stuff sounds pretty exciting. So let's remember this row, guys. We probably won't, but we'll see. Because those two stalls sounded good. And within my cash budget today, I can still do more stuff. Fresh lime juice. I think I am feeling a lime juice. You know me so far. I like my lemon and lime juices. Clay pot pig stomach. Liver, tail, pig leg. So I've had stomach and liver before. It's okay. I don't dislike it, but it's not something I go out of my way for. Is my camera clean? Yeah. Gotta be mindful. So I have a front screen view here, but it times out, like to save battery. So like I'll hold the camera at a stupid angle and I gotta try to remember to keep it upright. So I tap the back to wake it up. If you're ever wondering why I'm doing that. Duck porridge, duck rice. I like duck. Duck's really good. Look at the little guy. Super shock nasi lemak. So it's like Malaysian food probably. Nasi lemak is what I had a lot of in Malaysia. Love that said Super Shrek. Cool. These are like omelets. That's cool. Yeah, I want to say I've seen this place on a food blog before. Not surprising. This is like a pretty epic one in terms of what you see hyped up online. Probably our boy Mark Wiens went here or something. I love Mark Wiens' channel. Fun dude. He got me into travel. I will say I've been to some of the places that he recommends. And you know him, he's like, wow, like with all of his food, like his Christopher Walken thing. I appreciate his enthusiasm, but some of the places he wows over have been mid sometimes. So, but he's been spot on other times. And I think when you're a YouTuber that big, maybe he feels the need or even just just genuinely feels it to be super hyped about whatever he eats. And it's always good. Every once in a while you can catch when he really doesn't enjoy something. And even then he'll still try to be positive. I'll never be mean on this channel, but I'll be honest with you guys. If something's mid, I'll let you know. There are a lot of stalls that are kind of closed up. I don't know if that's, you know, maybe they open different days of the week or different times, or they come and go. Taiwanese cuisine. Good smells coming from this place. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go back to the gluttonous right place. Because today's theme, we're being a glutton. There you go, wang wang. So, let's sneak over. Ooh, that looks good. I like prawn. Curry chicken. But we gotta commit. I can't be too indecisive in a place like this. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah. We're back where we need to be. Guys, if you could smell what I am smelling, you'd be jealous. Ooh, and the pricing is good here, so I'm excited about that. So give me a sec while I order so I have some free hands, then I'll meet you back at a table. Okay, so we're back. Stopped at a few stalls here. So to give you a quick rundown of pricing first, glutinous rice, that was $2.20. I'll put the US version on screen. We got a curry egg roll, or spring roll, and a regular spring roll, fried style. Not sure which is which, but I think that might be curry. We'll find out. This I've never had before. It's sugar cane juice. Saw it at a few spots. Sounded kind of interesting. I was like, why not? Let's go for it. Just in case I didn't like it, I got a lime juice, which I knew I wanted. So it's going to be fun. Let's check it out. What should we try first? Look at the camera so you can see the food. Let's try the rice. So it's got like little type of nut on there. Put a little spicy sauce on. Let's get a little bite with everything. Come on. Real good. Not really like any sort of rice I've had before. Got a pretty unique flavor. I think these might be pine nuts. Don't quote me on that. Very good. So let's try the sugar cane juice. Cheers. Oh yeah, each drink, I think they were like $2 each as well. Interesting. Kind of has like a melon type of taste, obviously sugary. She took like a big thing of sugar cane and like rammed it through a machine that split it and then juiced it out. Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's go back to the food for a palate cleanser before we dig into a drink. It's a better angle while I eat, guys. Sorry, I'm jerking this around. This is kind of hard. I want to see myself. I guess if I put it further back. I'm new to this, so bear with me. So maybe this darker one's the curry one. Let's find out. Yeah, this is definitely the curry one. This rocks. This is so good. I think it has like potato in it. That real potatoey texture. Deep fried goodness. Good thing I did all that walking today, right? And then try the standard one. Really good as well. Tastes similar to one you'd have back home, but not exactly the same. And I mean that in a good way too. This is all delicious here. So I'm gonna set the camera down, maybe do a time lapse while I stuff my face, and I'll do some final verdicts. Oh wait, let's try the lemon lime juice. Oh yeah, so I need it. I love the tart. Perfect. All right guys, I'm gonna dig in. Let's party. Okay, so that was a great meal. Amazing price. Let me do some rough math here. These were like $4.30. $1.80 for the rolls. It was like $2.20 for the rice. And less than 10 bucks. Singapore and less than 10 bucks US for a good time. That was all really good. The rice, I get why it was called glutinous rice. It did kind of have, it was very oily, greasy, so they might actually put some sort of like fat or lard in it or something, because, you know, gluten, or it kind of makes sense maybe. It was pretty good. I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Wasn't bad for what I paid for it. Can't complain. It was unique. It was a new flavor I've never tried before, but it wasn't mind-blowing. Perfect little meal for today. The 2 rolls were amazing. Standard spring roll, the deep fried one, pretty similar to what you know back home. Good price, tasty. Curry one, never had that before. Awesome. The sugarcane juice, as you can see, it's empty. I chugged it quick, not because I loved it so much. Mainly I wanted to savor the lime juice. Pretty okay. You know, it was neat to try. I never had it before. I've had drinks with sugarcane, but never sugarcane juice directly. And then this right here is Old Faithful, always good. So at this point, I'm gonna turn the camera off, enjoy this, relax a sec, join back in with you guys. We'll do a last lap around, make sure there's nothing to miss here. I think that'll probably wrap up the episode, guys. All right, so did a little lap around the market area. It is just more shops and stalls, all pretty interesting. Ooh, it's a cool looking building. Now, I did make a mistake a couple seconds ago, saying we're gonna wrap the video up. Should have meant to say we're gonna wrap Chinatown up. We still are gonna do one last little walkthrough of the Arab Street, see if there's anything cool now that we're in the evening. But I kind of like food brain, you know, when you ate a bunch and you're ready for a nap. So look at this. This is cool. So it looks like a bit of a temple here. I think I remember seeing this on Google Maps. Let me double check. Buddha Tooth Relic Temple. Interesting. We'll just kind of peek our head in here. Can I? Oh, good. I don't have to take my shoes off. So let's just go for it. Are shorts okay? Okay.
You need like 10 minutes.
Oh, I'll be real quick.
Okay.
Should I wrap this around myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, no shorts, but give me a little thing to wrap around myself here. Let's take a look. Oh, wow. So you probably heard the nice man say we just had about 10 minutes, so we were going to be quick anyway. Cool. Wow. All right, I'm gonna get a picture here. Okay. This temple is absolutely beautiful. Cool, guys. Look at that. We got some culture today. We saw a Buddhist temple like this. We saw the mosque earlier today, and we'll probably walk by it again. And we saw that Hindu temple. We have full hearts and full bellies after today. Cool. So, bear with me a sec. I'm going to give back the, whatever you call this, I think a sarong or something. I'll be back with you. Alright, so we're outside of the temple here. Really cool. Definitely worth seeing. So, yeah. I'm going to make the trek back to Arab Street. I don't feel like paying an arm and a leg for a cab. I have some calories to burn after all I've eaten today, so it'll be worth the walk. And did I get a discount there for being named Tom? I wonder. But today's been pretty awesome. So now the next section will be where we close things off. I might get some dinner. We'll see. It seemed like a cool restaurant or two. We'll see if it's too pricey. I'm not hungry enough to eat, but part of me still feels like I should get something there. And yeah, it's been a pretty wild day. As you can see, there's a lot you can do in Singapore in just a day and a half. If you watched last night's video and today's, you'll see that there's a lot to do. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking. I definitely want a nap right now, but the walk will reset my brain. So yeah, guys, wish me luck on my trek over there. All the rain we've had today did kind of drop the temperature a bit, so we're blessed there. See ya in a bit. Welcome back. So it was about a 40-minute walk, and now we are back at the home stretch by the Sultan Mosque. Look at how cool that building is. The backside. So yeah, now it's a little more active over here. So the main street I see advertised is Arab Street. That is by where my hotel is. But kind of this region itself has the Middle Eastern vibe going on. So yeah. So if you come and you're in the backside of this mosque and you just go a little bit that way, that's where the kebab place was earlier that I went to. That was amazing. And then, honestly, there's no shortage of good looking food places. So let me do this. I think I'm gonna cross. We'll go back down that main street, because it does seem like that's where the most activity is. This is a crosswalk with the lines there, I think. I'm going for it. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's where we were just walking there. So yeah, it was a cool walk over. It's still hot, I'm still sweaty, but it wasn't miserable actually. You know, I was well hydrated. It was interesting the whole way. I mean, it's a beautiful city to be walking through. It's like a cleaner, safer, cooler, more modern, futuristic, better version of New York City. Sorry, New York people. I like New York, don't get me wrong. Just, y'all should come here and take a few lessons on how to be a cooler mega city. But definitely has that business person vibe and busy people vibe. Saw some sick cars driving around. So yeah, pretty cool. Singapore's been sweet. If I wasn't on so much of a budget, I'd like to probably get a cooler hotel, something bigger, more room, not a little pod. I'm happy I tried a pod to say I did. It was okay, but it'd be fun to be here for a week. and see more of it, not be on a time crunch, excuse me, and yeah, you know, take your time with it, because there's more food that was worth trying here. We'll see if I get some food over here. I'm pretty full after all the eating we've done today, so I really just don't know if I'm vibing eating more. But yeah, so then here, look at this. This is kind of the area this way. Cool artwork. And back on this side of the mosque. Yeah, I think out of the 3 areas I went to today, Chinatown might have been my favorite in terms of atmosphere. That temple was amazing. Then I would say this area here is a very close second, if not almost tied, because the vibe here is really cool. This mosque is beautiful. And the food I had here earlier was the best part of the day. Those pastries earlier, the coffee. But yeah, so there's the main street there. Singapore is definitely a food city. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I knew there'd be a bit of a food culture here, but I guess wasn't expecting this much of a food culture. Turkish restaurant. I hate to say it, probably a lot of these places are going to be pricey. But yeah, this street's just such a cool vibe. Excuse me. Get a good. Cool, maybe that's a good thumbnail. Let's get out of the way of their selfies. This building's really cool here. I like the blue and the gold. There's the coffee shop I went to earlier. Tabbouleh. Oh, I love Lebanese food. I love Lebanese food, Turkish food, so much. Oh, I'm tempted, but it's probably not cheap. There's no pricing, so probably isn't too cheap. Yeah, it's like 13 bucks for a plate of hummus. I'm good. I've eaten quite a bit today, guys. So I contributed at least to getting some food in this area and Chinatown. Otherwise, I don't think I could handle any more. Man, look at that. What a picturesque place. See how I look. Is that a thumbnail? We'll see. And Sushi Airways. So we got a little sushi spot here. Okay, cool vibe. So my hotel is then in that gray building, the Meta Space Pod. When you're there, you're a space ranger. I paid about 75 bucks US for 2 nights. It's about as cheap as you could probably go here. I mean, you could probably find less nice places. There's no bugs. The pod has good air conditioning, two pros. No elevator, which is fine. And inside the pod, there's no actual like pronged outlet. There's only USB ports. And all my phone chargers are USB-C to USB-C. So I couldn't charge directly with that. So I found, luckily I had packed a regular USB to C, but it's only like 6 inches long. So it's kind of a pain to charge my camera, my phone, you know, back and forth. But it's the only drawback. If you're doing 2 nights here, yeah, go for the capsule hotel. It's fine. I'm excited to be back in a regular room though. If you're staying any more than 2 nights, I would say get a room. If you're staying more than 2 nights, you could probably afford to do something nicer. But yeah, guys, that's Singapore. We're probably just gonna have these 2 videos here, the nighttime one and the daytime one. I think it's a good pairing. I am heading off to a different country tomorrow, so I'm wrapping up the night early. I'm gonna go to my room, get in the AC, plan what I'm gonna do over the next week there, plan how to get to the airport from here, because Grabs don't seem totally reliable. And yeah, I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going, let it be a secret. If you follow me on Instagram at Taoist Viking, that's always more real time, so you know where I'm at. These videos are about a week behind usually. So if you're just following me here, it'll be a surprise. If you're not following me yet, leave a subscribe, leave a like. I'd love for you guys to join in and have some fun. I appreciate the growing community we have so far. Each and every one of you are awesome. And yeah, after what, we're up almost to 20 videos and I still don't know how to end one yet. So see you in the next one, guys.